Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Searbear, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Searbear. It is so nice to meet you. Dun, 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 dun. Guess what we're doing today? We are back today with another Stardew Valley cookbook recipe. Yay! Oh my gosh, what are we making today? Oh my gosh, I am so glad you asked. We are making pumpkin soup. Oh, look at that little Junimo. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, and look at that. Oh my gosh, there's also a picture of it. You want to see it? Oh my gosh, I'll show you. Look! Oh my goodness! Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna make it look like that, TBH, but we also have like a whole other page to go to. And look at this Junimo! Oh my gosh, grating the cheese. Aww. And then we have a little note from Sebastian. Oh my gosh, exciting. It's a couple pages long, nothing too crazy. Well, honestly, the second page is just literally for the toppings. So easy peasy. And it literally only requires 2 ingredients for that one. Here are all the ingredients that I need for this one. A whole bunch, I know. So this is from the kitchen of Robin, and it makes 4 to 6 servings. Woohoo! We have our note here, and then of course our note from Sebastian. I remember spending fall days as a kid at my grandma's house, climbing trees and playing in a pumpkin patch until she called me in. She'd have me pick out a couple of pumpkins on my way back, which we would roast in preparation for her famous pumpkin soup. Everything was made from scratch, from the stock to the pumpkin puree, and I could taste the love that went into every spoonful. As I got older, she let me help, and she finally taught me the whole recipe when she decided I was ready. She used to say it stuck to your ribs and kept you warm and tough through the winter. I don't know about all that, but I've made a sort of good luck tradition out of cooking a big pot of this pumpkin soup a couple of times a year, including for Sebby's birthday. He'd never admit it, but I'm pretty sure he loves the stuff. I've come up with my own deluxe edition though. I top each bowl with an oven-toasted cheese crisp. They add a nice salty crunch that rounds out the flavors of the soup perfectly. Aww, that one was heartfelt. Ah, that one was cute. We actually have a queen's tip here. If you're attending this year's fall fair, don't forget to replenish. Here's a meal tip for you so you don't go hungry. Start with pumpkin soup, followed by salmon dinner and a tasty slice of blackberry cobbler. Oh, well, I did make the cobbler and I'm making the soup now. Oh my god, I made all of them! Wait! I did those other ones. Okay. Alright, and here's the note for, oh my god, okay, alright, and here's the note from Sebastian. Don't tell my mom I said this, but her pumpkin soup is my favorite thing about fall by far. Aww, this one is so cute, it's so heartwarming, like the soup, it's gonna warm our hearts. I don't know, this one is so cute, it's a lot to do. I will say, I didn't read ahead on this one, as I should have the whole time, by the way, but whatever. And I'm gonna need a blender, and the only blender I have is this. I think I've mentioned it a couple times before, so I feel like that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. And then it's also, I had to get this specific squash. This thing, and I needed 2.5 pounds of it, and I got more than 2.5 pounds because it was like $2.99 per pound, and it ended up being like $10. So I don't have anything to weigh it, so we're just gonna go off of vibes. That could only, like, it can only go well, right? Yeah. I ended up getting that. So look at it though, isn't it kind of cool? Like, I did look at on how I need to like break this apart and like do the thing, and I read it like 2 or 3 times and I was still feeling confused, so a little worried about that. That's okay. I'm gonna do my best to like not mess it up, as is always the goal here, so let's go ahead and see what we have to do and get everything gathered and, you know, do the thing. Cook it. Alright, and here are all of the ingredients. I also needed to get a thing of rosemary, but they were just completely sold out at the store, so we got time. We got time today. Anyway, here are the ingredients. Wow. Alright, so now that we have everything all gathered, let's go ahead and see what we gotta do. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Lay the squash on its side and carefully cut off the part of the top that has the stem. It's still kind of there! I don't know if I did that right. Sit the squash upright and slice it in half from the top to the sturdy bottom. How in the... Is it like not ripe? Is that it? Hello? Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! I did it! Holy crap! I was doing this another time. Oh! Wow. Remove the knife from the squash and use your hands to crack it in half. Whew. Okay. Use a spoon to remove the seeds and scrape out as much of the stringy innards as possible. Carefully cut out the bottom of the squash. Cut each squash half and half again, 4 pieces total. Peel the squash and cut it into 1-inch cubes. Transfer the squash to a large bowl, drizzle with the olive oil, season liberally with salt and pepper, and toss to coat. Arrange the squash in a single layer on the baking sheet. Bake until browned in spots and very tender, 35 to 40 minutes, stirring the squash once after 20 minutes. In a large Dutch oven over medium heat, melt the butter. When the butter starts to bubble, add the onion, season with salt and pepper, and cook, stirring occasionally until softened at 12 to 15 minutes. Add the garlic and ginger and cook, stirring constantly until softened 2 to 4 minutes. Increase the heat to medium-high and add the cider, vinegar, thyme, rosemary, and bay leaves and cook at a low boil until the liquid has reduced almost completely, about 5 minutes. Add 5 cups of the stock and the roasted squash and bring to a boil. Reduce the heat to medium, cover partially with the lid, and cook for 30 minutes. Remove the bay leaves, thyme, and rosemary and transfer the soup to a blender. Depending on the size of your blender, this might have to be done in batches. There's going to be a lot of batches done. Remove the blender cap and place a kitchen towel over the opening. This will allow steam to escape during the blending process. Blend the soup until very smooth, then pour it back into the Dutch oven. Alternatively, you can use an immersion blender to puree the soup. Puree. Adjust the thickness of the soup with the remaining stock if desired. Season with additional salt and pepper if needed, then bring the soup to a simmer over medium heat 10 to 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. Meanwhile, in a small bowl, stir together the sour cream, 3 teaspoons of milk, and several large grinds of black pepper. The sour cream should drizzle off a spoon in thick ribbons. Whisk in the remaining 2 teaspoons milk if needed, half teaspoon at a time until you reach that consistency. Season to taste with salt. For the pecorino frico, place racks in the upper and lower thirds of the oven and preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Line 2 baking sheets, 2? I only got 1, with parchment paper or silicone mats. In a small bowl, stir together the cheese and pepitas. Spoon a scant tablespoon of the cheese mixture onto one of the baking sheets and lightly pat into a 3-inch round. Repeat the remaining cheese mixture to make 5 more rounds, spacing the rounds at least 1 inch apart on the baking sheet. Repeat with remaining cheese mixture using the other baking sheet. Bake until the cheese is completely melted and lightly browned in spots, 7 to 9 minutes. Rotating the baking sheets top to bottom and front to back after 4 minutes. Let the rounds cool on the baking sheet for 2 minutes, then add a flat spatula to carefully transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. The frico will crisp up as they cool. Store in an airtight container at room temperature for up to 3 days. Oh, it even tells me how long. I'll just eat them as chips, honestly. I'm gonna mess that up. I feel it in my bones. I'm gonna mess that up. I also got it like pre-grated because I thought it was gonna be grated. I was like, it's gonna be the topping. But I mean, I guess I can like squeeze it together. I should have just got the actual cheese block, but I didn't. Yay! Ladle the hot soup into serving bowls, drizzle with some of the sour cream and garnish with the how do you say this? and garnish with the pecorino frico. Serve immediately. I'm sorry. All right, here's the reveal. Wow, that looks so good. Okay. Wow, that looks so yummy. I can't wait to try it. Okay, taste test. Well, I'll try it by itself first. That tastes pretty good. Okay, sour cream. Ooh. That complements each other so well. Okay, let's have like a whole crisp. I'm looking forward to this one the most. Oh, it's been cold recently, so this is hitting the spot. Oh my god, this is so good. I fear I put too much in my bowl, but maybe I didn't. Oh my god, it's like warming my whole body, dude. Yeah, all right, it was worth the effort. I think this is pretty good. Maybe I'll give it like at least a 7.8 out of 10, which is pretty high, I'd say. That's so good. Like, oh my gosh, I kind of wonder what it tastes like with like the regular ass cheese with this, like without it being grated. Let's see. Yep, that's still good. I'm gonna be so honest, I wasn't sure about the sour cream in soup because I don't know, that's just weird to me. I'm sure it's like a common thing, but I just don't eat that, honestly. So overall, this tasted so good. It was kind of rough to do since I have like a single-use blender, like just to make smoothies, which that was short-lived. It was a little bit of effort and it was really hot, and like making the whole thing was really sweaty. Like I'm all sweaty. My face is like, as you can see, it's a little red, but I don't know. It did take a while. The prep did take a minute. I had never cooked with, well, no, I haven't cooked with this squash before and I didn't know what to expect. It sucked. I'm gonna be so for real. That part sucked. That part sucked. Oh my god. Like, I hated it. I was like, whenever I was peeling it apart and like cutting it up, I'm like sitting there like, this sucks. I hate this. This sucks. But that squash is so good. Oh my gosh. Like I was snacking a little bit on whenever they were like in the oven roasted. Oh, it was already yummy. I was cheating a little bit, I'm sorry, but I was curious and delicious. I need to just eat this more in general, TBH. I hated the prep. I did. Like, I was getting frustrated, though it was going smoothly. Like, honestly, it was just going smoothly. It was just really, really tedious, and I hated that. But I mean, you do kind of have to work sometimes to have this yummy, yummy meal, and that's it is. It's yummy. I made it with these hands. So, I mean, I like it. I really, really enjoy it. I am not quite sure if I would make this again though, honestly. I think if like I wasn't doing it alone and I had some help, probably. But I don't know. I don't think I would want to wish peeling and taking apart the squash onto anyone. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Would you guys try making this one? This one was pretty good. We have one more fall recipe until we reach winter. I know, look, winter doesn't start until December 21st. Wow, and then that will be like a whole year of doing cookbook, starting cookbook. Ooh, isn't that exciting? Oh my god, oh my god. So we have this and then one more fall recipe and then winter. So yay. That's all I got for you guys today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching through this video and making it until the end. I don't know, dude. It was so much work. But I hope you guys had a good time watching through this video. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye! too deep. Cause I'm in too deep. What the hell am I supposed to do? How in the fuck? Is it like not right? Is that it? Hello?